Hey, and welcome back to Pokémon Puzzle Challenge. Now we're going towards the second half of the Johto gyms, and we spent a lot of time with Stephen slandering the great Typhlosion in the last part. So, Stephen, what about the Totodile line?
I love it.
Any more to it than that?
Not really. I guess it's just the fact that Feraligatr just looks so powerful.
He is a tough-looking motherfucker, isn't he, really?
I mean, really, you don't need Feraligatr for the playthrough of Gold and Silver. Even though I've never played it, I just know you don't really need him because of the Gyarados in the Lake of Rage.
Well, the Gyarados at first, and then if you're playing Crystal, they basically give you Suicune as well. So, you know, you get Suicune and you've won. But, yeah, Chris, what do you think of Feraligatr, mate?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I think all of them are good, to be honest. Even the grass type, what's his final form called?
Meganium.
Meganium's
okay as a design. Like, I sort of gave it a bit of shit in the last part, but like, it's...
The grass types are never really that great, though, are they?
Well, outside of Sceptile, obviously.
Yeah. I like Torterra, though.
Torterra, to give him credit, he is part ground type, so he has his defense against fire.
And there's Decidueye.
That's the flying one, right? From Gen 7?
Yeah, but it's a ghost type.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a grass ghost. Goes from grass flying to grass ghost suddenly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's like, it's possibly to do with how its design is based on, I think it's an extinct type of owl.
Possibly. Like, I've heard that mentioned, but I didn't realise it was ghost type.
Yeah. Because its signature move is Spirit Shackle. So it shoots an arrow that traps the enemy in the...
Shadow Room?
No. It stops them from switching out.
Oh, yeah, so it's like a scary face sort of thing?
Yeah, except it does damage.
Oh, that's cool.
And it can be empowered by a Z move. Which Decidueye flies at the enemy with a whole armada of arrows behind it.
I'm sorry, but Tony the Tiger has the best Z move. Like that malicious moonsault one where he's in the wrestling ring. That is fucking incredible. I love it.
I like Incineroar, but I don't love it purely because it looks like a fighting type.
He does, but he's dark type, and he gets malicious moonsault, so I don't give a shit.
Primarina's okay.
I don't even remember. Is that the one that's sort of like a Milotic?
Kind of. It just looks more like a girl.
Milotic's better. I like Milotic, even after fucking Wallace's one gave me shitting Ruby. But I like Milotic a lot, it's design-wise. It's one of them really pretty, elegant kind of Pokemon, isn't it?
So I've never really looked that much into Primarina's usability, but it seems to be pretty useful considering it's a water fairy type.
Well, yeah, it's fairy, isn't it?
And it's a pretty strong combo.
I keep forgetting fairy exists. Like, I've got the entire previous, like, up to Gen 5 type chart embedded in my brain for all of eternity. I still can't fit fucking fairy in there.
I have.
Right, okay, what's its strength?
It's strong against fighting, dark, and dragon.
Right, what's its weaknesses?
Poison and steel.
How the fuck am I meant to remember poison and steel for fairy? That doesn't add up. That just does not compute with me.
Apparently there's some sort of mythological reasons to it, but...
Well, like some fairy cut itself while shaving or some shit.
Probably, but I'm not going to look into it.
Someone else probably has.
It's like, I just think, those are the rules. Just go with it. Plus I remember it because it's so obscure. It's like, flipping X, steel and poison are strong against something now.
Yeah.
I mean, steel's strong against rock and ice, and poison's strong against grass. And that's it. Other than fairy now.
Weaknesses don't really mean much, given just now I took down Steelix with my Cyndaquil, but... actually, how does that work? Does it take the weakness from fire, or does the ground balance it out? Because like something weird with that, isn't there?
Ground isn't ground is damaged normally by fire.
Oh, so Steelix is just weak to fire?
Yes.
Oh, that's
rock is resistant against fire.
So that's what I was thinking of.
While also being strong against fire.
I'm confused. So, like, I can remember the weaknesses. I'm not very good at remembering the resistances, because that's where it's like gets a little bit more confusing, isn't it?
That's part of the reason why Charizard was apparently very unusable prior to Gen 6, because of Stealth Rock.
Oh, yeah, Stealth Rock was like a bitch in the metagame for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah, because if you've got a weakness to it, it takes off a quarter of the Pokemon's health. However, Charizard is flying fire, so it's quadruple weak, so it loses half of its health anytime it switches into a Stealth Rock.
Yeah, fuck
Thankfully, Mega Evolutions became a thing. Megazord X and Y are ridiculously strong.
Well, X has got the Dragon type as well, which... How does that work for Y? Because Y's still Firefly, isn't it?
Yeah, so that still takes 4 times damage.
Poor fucker.
I mean, but it gets Drought and Solar Beam instantly.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, because Drought brings out sunlight.
Oh yeah, it's got Drought. Yeah, I was forgetting what Drought was.
Yeah, so Drought, instant sunlight, and because it's got Solar Beam, the moment it switches in, it can use it for 5 turns straight.
Nice. Although still, it's Solar Beam, so you don't get stabbed, but still.
Still usable.
Right, so Groudon's got a Drought body then.
Yeah.
No, I remember seeing one of the funniest comics a while back. Like, this is going back years now, but like it was how Kyogre's the world's worst roommate because like you can't go out anywhere with him because he just like always makes it rain with drizzle. Though we talk about that. Imagine having like a fucking Tyranitar. Like sandstorm all the time.
Oh god. My fucking eyes, it's so irritating.
Can you fucking stop this thing?
Not to mention, according to the Pokedex, Tyranitar reshapes mountains just by walking through them.
Yeah, you're taking your Tyranitar for a walk and it's just destroying the entire terrain.
Yeah, we officially opened this new Pokemon store, and now it's been demolished because some arsehole trainer decided to evolve his Pupitar.
So he just walks instead of up mountain, just straight through him.
Yeah, generally.
I like to imagine that he does literally go through.
You just see this. It's like in Looney Tunes, you just see this Tyranitar-shaped hole in the side of a mountain.
Yeah. No, imagine like Tyranitar's just walking along, like, you know that one GIF of like Bugs Bunny cutting off Florida off the map? You just see Tyranitar walking along and it's just the entire ground falling apart underneath him.
So I've already mentioned this before in some other Pokemon playthrough, but Entei's Pokedex, anytime it roars, a volcano erupts. And then in another Pokedex entry, anytime a volcano erupts, an Entei is born.
That is the weirdest method of reproduction I've ever heard.
Which is one of them false? If this is true, the Earth should be covered in magma and surrounded by Enteis everywhere. Groudon should be ruling as king. Kyogre should be hidden under a layer of molten crust.
I love how all
boiling.
I love all the weird and wonderful Pokédex entries. The best one is still that one Kadabra one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It happened one day. A boy woke up and had turned into a Kadabra.
Yeah, he completely skipped the evolution process, which I call bullshit on.
Especially if the TCG's anything to go by. Kadabra is the evolution stage in that line that gets skipped. Like there hasn't been a Kadabra card since like the early 2000s after like the Urigella lawsuit and that. So their workaround for that, whenever they want to put an Alakazam in, is either have some like mechanic for Alakazam, like where it's just got to be a basic, or they put an Abra and an Alakazam in the set and put Rare Candy in the set. So you just have to bypass it, and it's amazing.
So many weird things.
Oh, this series has got its wonderful quirks. It's like Like, despite it being Pikachu who calls the fucking electric beam and electric soldier Porygon, it's Porygon who get banished forever, isn't it?
I really want to see Porygon in the anime.
It's
so
not
irritating.
gonna happen. Yeah, if they were gonna lift that, they would have by now. But it is just like a cultural thing. Like when things happen, like they tend to just like see it as a mark of shame sort of thing. So, it's why we don't see Pokemon use Earthquake now, because it's a traumatic experience that they don't want to bring back.
But they can still show off Bulldoze as an Earthquake type move.
Oh yeah, true.
It's like the battle against Clement in X and Y. Heliolisk uses Bulldoze, and the Earth is shaking. It's like, I'm sorry, we're not allowed to show Earthquake because of this.
Has Dragonite got a final evolution thing yet? Mega Evolution?
No.
Nah, it needs one.
It
I've
does.
heard people said they want to make it blue like Dratini or something.
I don't know.
Nah, I like Dragonite as Dragonite.
Yeah.
Like, Dragonite's shiny form is cool. It's like that sort of, not quite black, it's that dark greeny sort of
it's
shade
green.
in it. It is really cool. I like shiny Dragonite
I'm
a
not a
lot.
big fan of it personally, but
You
what?
what?
I prefer original Dragonite.
Okay, but you
OG.
still have a bad opinion.
It's like, honestly, Dragonite, it doesn't need a Mega Evolution, but it's nice to give it one.
I can't wait for the new It's Dragonite Bitch sequel for when Mega Dragonite happens. Could you imagine how
no.
epic that would be? So much that I unironically used the word epic just then.
Dragonite is powerful enough without a Mega Evolution, especially since its hidden ability is that when it's got full health, it takes reduced damage from the first move that hits it, so it can survive a super effective move with ease. And it's already got good speed, it's got extreme speed as a move, which is excellent, because it's not exactly the fastest, it's just below the 100 base stat threshold.
But, by the same token, Mega Garchomp is a thing, even though Garchomp was pretty fucking OP. Mega Rayquaza is a thing.
But nobody likes to use Mega Garchomp because technically, because its speed is lower, it's less useful than regular Garchomp.
Okay, so what you're saying is if we want to make things cool, we need to buff up Rayquaza even more, buff up Mega Garchomp, and for the fuck of it, nerf Greninja.
Yes, basically.